Yep. Yes or no?
Yeah, and it just got into this whole thing.
All right.
Right. Okay.
All right, Dark Side.
Artisport.com. Find them at Target. You won't be disappointed. All the products under $10. Charcoal face wash, anti-dandruff shampoo. Post alone. Do you need more AOS, Artisport?
I do, actually. I'm running low.
All right, let's get you some. Mark,
Sweet.
I know you're good.
How do you know?
Because I feel like I feel like Post Alone over there just gets greasy, dirty way more times than you do.
Our race tech, because I work at a race tech shop, shout out Dynamic Dirt.
Yeah.
But he dislocated his elbow.
You're behind the keyboard. You know?
Thanks for that.
Yep.
Yeah, but I have suspension fork fluid all over me all the time now, so I'm using it.
Right, so he's using it. Artisport.com, bringing you our first guest tonight. Good buddy of ours on the show, and we're really happy for his success up there in my motherland of Canada. It's Marshal Welton. What's up, Marshal? How are you, man?
Good. How you guys doing?
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Sounds like I need to get some more art sports stuff.
Yeah,
you guys are battling over it.
We can dial you up. Have you ever been on Dark Side's show? Have you ever?
Yeah, we did something together.
Okay, all right, fantastic. What's your Marshal Welton story, Kiefer?
Oh, so
yeah,
I've never really known Marshall that much, but he was trained with Tickle back in the day.
Yep. Well, just last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Okay. And I walked over to his rig. He drove his rig out here. He's all in on the Supercross thing. And him and Brock are, riding together. And I walk over to his toolbox. And you can tell a lot about a man about how his toolbox is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had
Please don't look at mine.
Don't look at mine either.
Yeah.
But Marshall had the foam. It's cut out. The tools are in it, and he's a fucking rider.
He's a rider. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Marshall.
This is what he told me.
No. Okay,
go ahead.
There's no way, Marshall, you did that.
The whole thing. It took me 14 hours. I did it 14 hours straight. I stayed up till like 4 a.m. I don't know what I was doing. I just kind of zoned out.
This is what I view. I didn't know Marsh that much, but then I like this guy just because of that reason.
That's strong.
Yes.
I can't believe a rider did that, and like his dad didn't do it and gave it to him as a present or anything.
Right.
Wow.
It was one of the best time investments I've ever spent because since I cut it out, it's like 2 years ago, I've lost not a single tool out of my toolbox. Yeah. And that's never happened. So now I always know everything's got a spot in it. Pretty dialed.
What's your best Goldie story from this summer? Do you have one?
Yeah, well, I think it was Sandalee round 5. Mm-hmm. He was super stoked. He was not sober, walking around in an extra small Ryder McNabb jersey. I actually threw it up on one of my posts.
I didn't see that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I did it like in an archive post, or like one where you put multiple pictures in it, and it's all the way at the end of one of them, and he was just screaming in my face, and he actually it's kind of wrong, but there was like a joke going around because he texted me one night. I don't know how it came up, but I always get ragged on for my weight up there in the 250 class. I weigh 170 pounds.
Yeah.
I guess I look like Goliath or something, and everybody thinks I weigh like 220. And I don't know. It just
you're a little heavier, but you're not. Yeah, you're
doesn't
fine.
Look big.
Yeah, 170's fine.
Anyway,
right.
so like it's always this big topic of discussion, and Goldie one evening he just asked me, like randomly texted me. He said, "How much you weigh?" I said 170 naked, maybe 175 with gear or something, and he said, "Send pics." I'm like, of the scale? he said nudes. I said,
that's awesome.
For Amy? For Amy? And he said, yeah. And then there was like kind of a bit of a pause of silence. And I just laughed, and he was like kind of serious, but kind of not serious. Then it was.
there's the head of the series up there, everybody.
Awesome.
Walking around in an extra small jersey and asking riders for nudes.
That's great.
I'm like, man, married life. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, hey, man, congratulations on the Supercross thing. Look, we had a review pod we did earlier, myself, Noof, and Goldie, and it seemed like you were the only guy to keep Jess Pettis honest all summer. He had a great year. He got first. You got second. So overall for you, first year on the Monster Cowie team up there, a good season, right?
I think it went pretty decent overall. I kind of threw it away at the last 2 rounds at Sandalee. I took myself out of the title fight. also had one small mechanical at one of the motos, but for the most part, I felt like me and Jess were in a pretty decent battle for every single moto throughout the whole season. He was definitely the better starter, and he had more sprint speed, and I think I was a little stronger at the end of the motos, but kind of, if I was in his position where I could just sprint out front and kind of cruise till the end, that's what I would be doing as well. So he's the better man this year, and he had a great season.
What a stroke of or what a change in your career. Like you came back from Europe, you tried Supercross on the KTM, it didn't go the way you wanted to. You were working with Tickle, like Kiefer said, didn't go well. You got up to Canada, the Sky team hired you up there. You performed pretty well. Got off there, got onto the Factory Cowie supported team, and like a little U-turn for what you thought, Marshall, your career was going to go, but a good one, a positive one for the last year and a half.
Yeah, it's nice to be racing for moto wins and to have a good support group around you. I've been searching for quite a while now between the Europe thing and Supercross. I was hoping to make a good effort there to try to make something last, but I just couldn't make anything out of it. I just couldn't figure it out to make everything click. And yeah, the Sky thing was a good start, and I'm glad I was able to put in good enough results to kind of land me something where I can have a future.
Yeah,
it just feels nice to it feels like a turning point in my career where I can kind of have a little bit of stability and kind of normal life where I'm not searching all the time.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. So like, this is like you could see yourself, up there for a while. Like you're happy with. I mean, it's not great money, but it's some money, and there's certainly good bonuses if you land on box or win. So do you see this as a long-term thing for you? Are you, I don't want to say throwing the towel in on Supercross, but are you throwing the towel in on Supercross?
Yeah, that's not a big, it's not really even on my sights right now. I'm happy with, building a future with my team up there. And, if things happen to fall through, then, I'll have to reassess. That's where my goals are set, is to be up in Canada right now and get the best results there. And that's what they care about. They don't have really any concerns for U.S. Supercross. So, until then, we're just worrying about Canadian Supercross.
Dude, you look at Bobby Canara, you look at Matt Gerke, our buddy Phil. Nothing wrong with what they're doing up there and making money and having long careers up there. And you're a good dude. So if you're professional and you treat people nice, like that can go a long way. Yeah.
The goal as a racer, period, is to make money racing or riding your dirt bike.
Yes,
it doesn't fucking matter where you're at. If you have good equipment and you're winning, wherever that is awesome.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, yeah. And they have Hawkins Cheesies where Marshall is. Yeah. So, you right? Would you agree, Welton? Oh,
yeah, absolutely. That's, I'm 24 right now, so it's kind of at that point where it's either I'm, making money or, I've got to figure something else out. So at the season so far apart, I mean, we got like 7 or 8 months until we're set to even start again. So until that point, I can find other ways to kind of get along if I have to, but the team's, helped me out pretty well where I've, I haven't really had to worry about the financial instability of anything for now. So I'm, it's nice to just not have to worry about that side of things.
Was Digger drunk or high when he built the whoops for the final round?
I don't think he was actually in it. It might have been Justin. But
really?
That was,
okay. Jeez.
Well, there's three people that were, maybe 2.5 because Meston skimmed him, but he was in the bottom of everyone. And Josh Cartwright he skimmed him, but yeah, I mean Gerke made him look like a straightaway, and it was impressive. Everybody else was just jumping him. I wish they would have made him a little bit more raceable. I skimmed him on the second night, and just because they kind of rounded him off a little bit, but nobody else in my class was skimming him, so I'm like, you know what? If nobody else is skimming him, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
They were big,
dude.
They were big.
I saw when Gerke freaking hit him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just waiting for that thing to drop one time, man. It's gnarly.
Are you moving to 450s next year? Is what I hear. Matt retired. You're going to take that spot.
There's talk of that. We just haven't set anything in stone. The team's kind of figuring out who the second rider is going to be for next year.
Okay.
And they're kind of going to put me wherever they think's best. I think either way I'll be a good contender in each class, but they haven't put me in a set thing yet.
Do you have a preference or whatever? You're fine with either one.
No, I have no preference, honestly.
Right. What did you do for the quarantine for 2 weeks? I know Phil was in a trailer in a sandlot somewhere. What did you do?
I actually enjoyed my time in Lowe's better. I was at the Medallia compound.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever met Mr. Medallia.
Oh, I have his street bike in my garage right now. It's a long story.
He runs a unique program over in Ottawa.
You could say that. That's a good way of saying that.
What time of the day is bar spec class? What time is that start?
No, Tyler's on the East Coast. Tyler's not there.
Oh, he's not.
No, Tyler lives in the Maritimes.
Oh.
He actually lives in a whole other time zone. He's so far away.
But how much bar spec talk this summer, Marshall?
I've heard Marshall is bad now.
Oh, Marshall's like Tyler?
Yes, that's what I've heard.
Oh God, no way.
I did see. I'm not bad. I ran the 999 with a 5-mil riser from the start of California testing all the way until the end of the season. There was one point where Tyler had me converted that I needed to try 921 during a break, and I tried it, and it just wasn't for me. So then I went straight back to my old setup, and it's just so contradicting because Chad, I think it was at Welton too. Chad sat on my bike. He's like, "Wow,
your team manager,
your bar setup."
Yep.
He goes, "Yeah, Chad Goodwin, my team manager. He sat on my bike. He goes, "Wow, your bar setup feels like shit." And I said, "Well, should I change it?" And then he gets all butthurt and offended if I wanted to try to change it. So I'm like, "Well, I can't change it, but it's not good." So
Tyler is such a kook. He's got he says he's got the ultimate bar bend, but no one will build it for him.
Yes.
And you're like,
he has a point. We have discussed it numerous times. I think he's onto something.
Dude, I've got a text thread in my phone about him making this ultimate bar spec, and he is fucking adamant. No, Kiefer, you don't know. This is what it does, and this is how you on the leverage on the bike, and he has it down.
Now, is he retiring? What's he doing? I didn't know he was done. What's he going to do, T-Dags?
He's got something cooking up. He's trying to work something where he can maybe be the Ryan Sipes of Canada.
Oh, okay. Do a bunch of stuff, yeah.
He just wants to do a bunch of stuff.
That's cool.
That's what he's working on right now.
Right. Yeah, Derek came to my – Derek, I landed off of – what year is it, 2020? Last year, I landed on a Sunday morning from a message from Derek Medaglia saying, "Hey, Steve, it's Derek Medaglia. Give me a call."
That's it?
And I called him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm at this auction in Vegas, and I sold one of my old street bikes, and the guy needs to store it here for like a week." And he's like, then he's gonna pick it up. And I'm like, okay. He gave me $300. It told me to take Pookie out for dinner. He didn't have to do that, but class guy.
Yeah.
The bike's still in my garage.
How long ago was that?
Still there.
A year ago. Yeah, basically a year. I have a 1973 Kawasaki KZ 800 or something in my garage.
Let me correct you. It's a KZ 900.
Oh, sorry, KZ. Yes, yeah. KZ. So he's awesome. But no, Derek's great. Art of Sport bringing you Marshall Welton on the show. Artofsport.com. All products under $10. Go to Target. Check them out, please, and we'll get you some Welton if you want. Well, one of my questions tonight was going to be like, you're moving to 450s and now you got to deal with Phil. But maybe not. Maybe that you don't have to deal with Phil. We don't know.
Well, it could be. I've been trying to poke around just friendly as a friend. I was like, "Hey, Phil, what are you doing next year?" And he's just so tender on the subject. He's like, "Why? What does it matter to you? Why do you care?" I'm like,
I know.
I don't know, Phil. I was just trying to talk to you.
Just trying to be your friend, Phil. Yeah.
6 out of 7 days a week. We talk to each other every day. I feel like it's a topic of conversation we could discuss.
Yeah.
But he's very touchy on the subject. So who knows what he's even doing next year? I don't even know.
Well, could you train together if you raced the same class? Would he let you train with him, or would he be weird about that?
I would let him train with me.
I know, but
I don't know.
Would he though? Because he's weird. So
I don't know. It'd be up to him, I guess. So I'd be training at club. I don't think he can really control that if I go there. So
true.
He's petty enough where he'd probably go on a Wednesday when I'd go on a Tuesday, though.
I found out what he kind of made last year, and I knew what he made from the team and his bonuses, and he bought a policy on himself last year and everything, for races. Mm-hmm. And dude, He got so fucking mad when I brought that up. Like, that's none of your business. That's none of your business.
I know. Last time he was on the show, he does not want to talk about
Right. He does not want to talk about that at all.
No.
My financials are none of your business.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever, Phil. Fuck. So anyways, Marshal Welton on the show. Do you got a question?
No. Is he locked in for Yamaha next year?
No. His deal's up.
Oh, okay.
I think he goes back to Yamaha. I think they like him. I think he likes it.
Cowie's got an extra spot.
I can't see him not.
Oh, Cowie's got a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be teammates.
Yeah.
Cowie does have a spot, but Phil's got a pretty steep asking price.
Yeah, true that. Darkside, you got a question?
Yeah, Marshall. So when I talked to you a while back, you had said going up to Canada.
So when I called you on my show, you
were filling in for Joey Crown, I believe, and then things turned out to work out really well for you. What about that series, that track? What do you like up there? I mean, I know it's a little more laid back in between races. Talk about the series and what's benefited you.
I mean, I feel like it's a good environment. I've always had a niche for local racing. Not to say that Canada is local racing, but it's a step down from U.S. racing and also the GPs. But it's a comfortable environment to me. With that's more of like guys that are working on the weekends and show up to race. And I'd say it's a little bit less. And it's fun to race for the race wins. Where in the States, I feel like I'm racing for 8 to 16th place, where here it's more I'm like a top, in Canada it feels like I'm a little bit higher up, and as a racer it's nicer to feel the winning accomplishment than racing for 13th getting beat down every weekend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I really enjoy the East Coast tracks though. I mean, I think the only one I don't really agree with is Sandalese.
It didn't look fun this year though. A lot of mud races outside of the first one.
Yeah.
It looked rough this summer, for the series. Like that kind of sucked. But you can't.
A lot of rain.
Yeah. What's your favorite Canadian food or restaurant that you've discovered?
There's some good ones right in that little Kitchener Guelph area. I found some good Italian spots there. I just love going out and getting pasta. Nobody else seems to like that, but I got a little thing for that.
Okay.
Going and find little pasta dishes.
Fair enough.
What about that? What do you poutine?
Poutine.
What's that?
I can't get on the poutine program. Gravy. I just don't like gravy.
Texture.
You're missing
That's
out.
A Canadian
Kiefer
thing.
raced up. Kiefer raced up there for a summer.
Yeah, a few summers.
Yeah. For the Andy White
KTM Canada.
Axo KTM team.
Yeah, God.
Nice.
Here's my thing. Canada, great people. Everyone's mellow, laid back.
Right, look at me.
The chicks up there are so hot, and they don't know they're hot, so they're super cool. I know Marsh probably has a chick, but I'm just like, for me, everyone was so laid back and relaxed.
Right.
It made you have a good time. Like, it was easy to have a good time.
I think, too, every time I go up there, and I was just in Calgary last year, the guys all hang out. Well, everybody except for Cole Thompson. Nobody really likes him, for good reason. Anyways, everyone else hangs out.
Right.
Like, the riders just chill. Like, hey, Phil will walk over to Gurkey or whatever. Like, there's a real, sense of
just mellow.
Yeah, respect, and everybody's like, leave it on the track,
Do you think if that happened here, if Jason Anderson went over to Factory Honda, that the teams would have a problem with it?
Yes.
No, I don't think the teams would, but you just wouldn't see it happen.
I
Bullshit.
know.
Because they wouldn't want Jason over there looking around on the bikes or anything. I feel like they don't want any of those guys closer to that rig.
I was thinking come over the hospitality area or something. I wasn't thinking about so much going by the bikes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because AC and Kenny are friends, so if they went to visit each other, that would be frowned upon.
I was a mechanic for a long time, and on a few factory teams, and I never saw one of these dudes go to another truck.
No.
It's so weird.
My whole time as a factory mechanic.
Especially back in your day, they hung out afterwards, right?
Yeah,
they went to the bars and stuff, but they wouldn't.
Because you got to understand, the stress of American racing is way higher than Canadian racing. So these guys are wired, the robot. When you get to the track, you're sitting there waiting in line in the metal detector. These riders are bringing their gear bags, and they're not looking at anything besides getting in the fucking pits.
It's bizarre.
If you had 15 minutes at the race to hang with your buddy, that might bring some of that stress down if you could shift gears.
Maybe.
Anyways.
Even with Phil, Phil lived at the track for the majority of the summer this year. He had a camper. He just stay there. I don't do well with that. I need to get away from the track for a little bit and just kind of reset. But he stayed there and had campfires with everybody's racing.
He was trying to I think he was trying to get in the middle with Goldie and his chick, like maybe break them up, and grab Amy. I think.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Marshal Welton on the show. We got some phone calls.
No, Phil is very wiped up now. Phil's gone.
Is that still happening?
Thank you. Can we talk about this? Because he ain't going to talk about it, Marsh.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to talk about that either. So,
oh, my goodness. He's a changed person.
Is he really?
Enzo's
so
sister
lit.
still.
Lit.
Wow.
So it's Lopes' sister?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And is this the same one where he wouldn't buy the flight to come over?
No, different one. That's his old one. That's
okay.
Mac.
All
Mac,
right.
he wouldn't fly anywhere to go see him anytime. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
She only went to the Dallas races because she was living in Texas or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't see nothing on social media. Nothing.
No.
Well, here's the kicker. Alexi doesn't have social media.
Oh, so that's why he probably likes her, too.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool quality.
Yeah, I didn't know that was still going on. I kind of forgot about it. We were bugging. I wrote a few times that Enzo, I was like, Phil Nicoletti's brother-in-law did well today, and he got all, why you got to do that shit? You know what I mean? Like, he got all mad at me. So then I just kept doing it more, right? So,
they're a good match. They get along great.
All right, I got some phone calls for you here, Marshall. First up, it's Kurt. Kurt, welcome to the show. What's your question for Marshal Welton?
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to call in and say thanks, Marshall, for coming out this weekend on Saturday out to Delta, Ohio. If you remember, I was the one that raced with you in the pro shootout there, and, at least tried for a few laps. It was just really cool to see somebody at your level come out and show everybody, like, how fast that track can be ridden. And I'm not going to lie, that first lap, when I was in front of you, I was scared shitless out of my mind. I heard you coming from behind, and I was like, dear God, that bike is – it was like –
Oh, so Kurt, are you claiming it was only Marshall's bike? That's why he got you? It was his bike? Is that why you're claiming, Kurt?
No.
I'm kidding.
Well, also, I want to apologize, too, because my wife said that I might have been the reason why you got a bad start. I don't know if that's true or not. So if it was for me, I'm sorry.
Why'd you move over on him?
Absolutely not. No, okay. He had nothing to do with it. My gate didn't drop, but I had a good time coming out to Delta. It was a fun little weekend.
I think
against you.
I think Welton's the type of guy like, hey, if there's a money race, I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, where do I got to go? Yeah.
That's exactly what happened this weekend. There was 2 money races. There was one in Delta, Ohio, which is about a 5-hour drive from where I'm at in Michigan. I went there. I got there Saturday, and then the race. It was a cool little track. Had fun. Me and Travis Sewell had some battles, and then we finished up with that. I got the win, and then we finished up at like 6 p.m. And I got on the road, and I drove 9 hours to get to New Jersey, and I got in at 3 a.m. and then I raced K-Rock on Sunday.
Bro,
and then
really?
And then I drove like 5 hours last night, and then I drove like another 7 or 8 hours today, and I just got back home a couple hours ago, so I'm pretty shocked.
I like that. I like
it too. How much money did you make though?
It's probably like a $4,000 weekend.
Okay, that's worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, thanks, Kurt. Thanks for the call, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
nice
no problem.
Thanks. I got a question on 5. Bobby, what's your question for Marshal Welton?
My question is, what was it the bike you raced in the 250 class at K-Rock?
There it is.
KTM with green plastics?
Yes. Good call, man. I was going to ask that question, too.
I didn't know anything about this. What happened?
I did. I saw pictures. I was like, uh-huh.
Welton, are we busted or what's going on, Welton?
I got no comment.
He's got no comment, Bobby. No comment.
Okay, so are we under contract for in America with the Canada team as well?
It's borderline, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if it's the gray area, why? I mean, it's happened before. Like Canadian guys have rode for a team up there.
Yeah.
They come home and they have another bike that's their own, and they ride that.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, shit. Jeremy Smith's practicing on a Honda and riding for the SGB Kawasaki team.
Right. So unless the team is shipping you a bike, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're fine with it, Marshall. We approve. We think you should just keep riding the KTM if that's what you want. And
I'm just doing what I can right now. I'm really prepping for next weekend is what I'm prepping for.
Why?
That's the Muddy Creek 2-stroke shootout.
Oh, really? You're doing it?
Oh, yeah.
Mike Brown's coming.
Yeah, we're heading there.
Mike Brown?
Me and Mike Brown are about to battle.
Oh,
I know he'll be there. Mike Brown would not miss that race.
Brownie.
Wow.
He called me. Actually, he won't be there. He's going to be at the house this week.
Oh, boy.
So he'll be in Southern California.
First of all, I didn't know they make KTM plastic in green. That's impressive right off the bat. Like, who would ever do that? Like, why would...
I don't even know if they do. I think he might spray paint that
Rattle
shit.
can?
They spray painted it?
Just a good graphic kit.
Oh, okay. All right. That's more impressive. We got another call from Marshal Welton here from Scott. Scott, what's your question for Marshal Welton?
Hey, Marshal. First of all, kind of similar to the last guy, I also raced against you in the money moto at Polka Dots last weekend. And if there was any doubt that if I made the right decision to, not go into moto, you lapped me about 4 times. So, yep, made the right decision. Good to go. Everything's great.
Yeah. No, that happens. I've been on a track with pro riders also, and you're like, oh, wait, this is how fast these guys go. Got it. Right.
Well, not only that, too. It was a little. Yeah, not only that, too. It was a little embarrassing. I literally was rolling around for the last 10 minutes, so it was bad. Anyways. But my question for you, Marshall, how old were you, I guess, when you left Michigan full time, or I guess did you leave Michigan when you were younger and go to like a facility?
Yeah, I just got through my junior year of high school. I was 17, and then it was kind of dependent on my high school. Actually, they allowed me to do my senior year online and still got my diploma. So that was a pretty big factor with me going to the training facility. I still need to get my high school diploma. So I actually only needed 2 credits, but in order to graduate, I had to do 7 credits online because I wasn't there to be in school, which was kind of ridiculous. But they just made that rule up, and I ended up still graduating with my class. And then I lived at the training facility from 17 to I think I was like 19 and a half or so. And then after that's when I kind of transitioned into going to Europe for 2 years.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Scott. Scott, you want a T-shirt?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to, man.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right. We're gonna give you a Roost MX T-shirt or something, whatever, something. Not a shirt from Dark Side. No. All right, Scott. So stay on hold. All right.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
All right. No problem. We'll get you that T-shirt. And thanks, Scott, for calling. Marshal Welton brought to you by artofsport.com on the Pulp MX show. Carson Mumford coming up next.
Yeah, Dez.
The High Des Carson Mumford.
Dez.
How long are you guys gonna talk about washing machines and stuff out there and all that?
Oh, we could go have a whole show with that.
Right.
Hey, Marsh.
Yeah.
How was your KX up there? Your real one?
Chassis was great. I think we could have used a little bit more on the over rev, but overall it was a great bike.
Like it has good bottom end and everything.
Yeah, bottom's great.
Yeah.
All right.
I was always wondering because I love Digger's bikes. His Hondas always look good.
Yeah.
Besides that, like I saw some pictures of Marsh's bikes up there, and it looked, fucking green in the black of the head. It looked bitchin'.
Yeah.
Like it looked really cool.
I agree.
Yeah, they did a great job, and I had a Swift mechanic this year. We had a real good time together. Justin Roney, he's from London, Ontario, but he's kind of been around with the team for a while, and he's really good at working on bikes. And it's cool because we're around the same age, and we know a lot of the same people, and it was just nice having a mechanic where I didn't have to like dread being around him, or it's just fun. It's made it fun having somebody you like being with every weekend.
Right.
Speaking of fun, let's get Phil on the show. Phil, welcome to the show. What's up, Phil?
Hi. What do I get, a cold call during the middle of my beer or what?
Well, Welton's on the line, so we kind of wanted to.
I just talked to him for 20 minutes today. I don't need to talk to him anymore.
He's like, I ain't going on the show. I don't need to do that.
Listen, Phil, what are you going to do next year?
Turn the TV
I don't know.
Turn your TV down, Phil. Turn your TV down.
Sensitive.
Turn football
Dude,
off.
I'm at a fucking brewery.
Jesus.
I don't know. I'm in off season. I don't know about the rest of you fuckers.
What brewery? You at Primal?
Well,
I'm at Primal. Hey, and guess who I'm with?
Who?
I'm with Weeds
Elena.
and Junior Hill.
Are you really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, check it
Yeah.
out. Listen.
We're having a good time. We just popped up out of nowhere.
Shocking, yeah, shocking. Well, you're paying. Congratulations.
I did buy his first fucking beer, so next one's on Racer X.
Yeah, exactly. So, Welton and I were talking about you. What are you doing next year, Phil? What's going on?
Retirement, maybe.
Are you signing with the OTSF Rockstar team?
I'd like to.
What about Welton's team? Why don't you be the 450 guy over there?
Because Marshall's going 450, so he actually has to man up and race some big dogs.
Well, that's not 100% for sure, though. It's not 100% for sure, so we don't know.
If he was smart, he'd say 250.
Okay, all right.
No.
He's
I think
scared.
anyway.
You can hear him. You hear him trying to scheme already. He thinks I'm coming for him.
Yeah.
Oh God, stop it.
Yeah, he's already worried about you, Marshall. He's already freaking out a little bit.
He's like, so you think Phil would be upset if you're training at club and you guys are training together in the 450 class? I said, yeah, I'll probably start coming on different days. And
yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we're not Marvin Anderson yet. We haven't got to that point in our life.
So Phil, would you if Marshall moved up, would you take him under your wing and help him out and train with him and ride with him?
Oh, here we go.
I've been showing him everything I've learned the past 8 years on what not to do. I don't know what else I can help him with.
I feel like this would be
I'm trying the best I can.
I feel like if
Tell
there's
me
going
what
to be
not to do.
If there's going to be a vlog, this would be a great vlog between them two.
Okay, yeah.
Up in Canada.
Yeah, vlog life.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I could see that.
Nah, I can't. No, I'm out. I spent too much time with him already.
You know what would be a great vlog? Is Phil and his girlfriend that we don't know about.
Yes. Let's get that going. Let's get funding.
Yep.
No, I'm too personable for that.
Let's get someone on this. Yeah.
This is actually a bad time because I'm 3 beers in and they're kind of hefty beers.
Okay, fantastic. So, are you guys going to take things to the next level a little bit, Phil?
Yeah, here we go.
You hear him getting uncomfortable. I gotta go.
Yeah.
With the chick?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Look
It's almost been a year now.
Yeah, get wifed up, and you're going to win a championship next year. That's how shit works, dude.
No, or it could go completely south, like many other relationships and marriages.
Well, what about Wright got serious with his chick, and look at just handed you your ass this summer up there.
Hold on.
I don't think the chick had much to do with it, but yeah, if that's what it takes to get there, maybe I just need to sack up and do it. But no, I can't.
Here's the question I want to know, and this is how I know if Phil's straight up or not.
Yeah, that's Kiefer, by the way, Phil. I don't know if I explained it.
Yeah, I know it's Kiefer.
And Darkside's here too. Darkside's in studio.
What's up, Darkside?
What's up, Filthy?
Okay, so has the chick ever come to a race in Canada this year? Did she come to a race? Yes or no?
No, it worked out the best way. She wasn't allowed in.
Okay, so if she did come to a race, are you the type of guy that's going to hold her hand around the pits? Yes or no?
No, I don't hold hands. I don't hold hands in public.
Welton says 100%. Welton's like 100%.
No, definitely not. I'll never hold hands in public. I hate PDA.
Marshall, if you see him doing that
he
in the pits,
so
slap him in the face.
I've seen him kiss in public. I've seen him hug in public.
Yeah.
I can't hear. I can't
say who?
Marshall, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dumb dick. I do not hold hands in public.
Oh, under the table.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Next to each other and hold.
It is legit embarrassing.
No,
I'm out on that.
God, dude! Phil's the type of guy she's gonna lean in for a kiss. He's gonna look around like this.
Yeah, right, sorry. No. Stick it on the cheek, girl.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I just want to say before we let you both go, I'm really happy that Canadians kicked both your asses up there this year. Team Canada, here we go. I'm Canadian. We showed you guys what was up. Dylan Wright, Jess Pettis, just suck it, America.
I got my
Billy Wright really rubbed that in my face.
What's that, Welton?
I said Mr. Billy Wright really rubbed that in my face.
I bet he did, yeah. How many Coors Lights was he in by that point?
He just said, you had a good season, Welton, but you sucked.
That's funny. And also, too, Welton, Ryder McNabb. He's from my home province of Manitoba, and he's the real deal. He's coming, too.
Yeah, listen, in the 250 class, it might be an issue next year.
Yeah. Maybe, Welton, you need to get out of there. Get to Phil's easy class.
No, easy class.
All right. Hey, Phil, thanks for answering our call. Tell Wygant what's up.
All right, we will.
All right.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
See you, boys.
See ya. Welton, he didn't get as mad as I thought about what he was doing next year and stuff. I thought he was, I thought he would lose it a little bit.
I love that he just hired his chick. I think
he's in the
that's
beers
awesome.
right now. He's happy.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, Welton, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Like I said, good job up there this year. And whether you're 250s or 450s or whatever, it'll be good to see you up there and maybe stay up there for a little while and win some races and win some titles, man. That'd be awesome. So.
Yeah, it was nice chatting with you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you.
Later, Marshall.
All right, that's Marshal Welton, everybody. Brought to you by Art of Sport. Carson Mumford coming up.